Next one is some of UK's biggest music stars have written to the government demanding action, is what we talked about last week, to ensure visa-free touring in Europe. So Elton John, Liam Gallagher are among 110 artists who have signed an open letter. It said they have been shamefully failed by the government over post-Brexit travel rules for UK musicians. And the government said that the signatories should be asking the EU why they rejected the sensible UK proposal. So, I mean, we talked about this last week about, me and Richard discussed that. Obviously, if you do go to America, you have to have a visa, and it's been like that for over a gazillion years. So, and obviously, Europe are now saying that we have to have a visa, which we said we don't. We said we don't understand what the problem is because that's what you have to do in America, and it'll probably be the same. We're guessing that it will be for 10 years. It was just that we were saying grassroots bands is going to be a bit more difficult. But I was thinking about this the other day. Is if you are a grassroots band, you are going, then obviously the best thing to do, if it is a 10-year one, is basically you would just simply just get one, and then you can just go to and free whatever you want. So
yeah, for a visa to gig around and basically work in the EU, because that's what it is.
Yeah, you just basically go and get one now. You think, right, I'll get one now, then it's covered for 10 years.
That's what you would that's what you would do. Yeah, I mean, hopefully they might, like I say, it's really early days with all this stuff. So hopefully they bring something like that out, or they've got to do something so we can gig. And it's the same people trying to get in. I mean, trying to get into to work and gig in this country. There's loads of bands from Europe and America that I want to see. So hopefully they'll sort it out.
Well, they're just basically saying that they can't understand why. Obviously, they have to pay for it now, because obviously before it was free, wasn't it, to go back and forth to Europe as many times as you wanted?
Oh no, that's yeah, it's not free to do the visa to go to America.
No, and I mean, Elton John, he's probably a resident now, isn't he, in America? Because he lives there, doesn't he? So, but I mean, going to, like Coldplay, who are English, they do massive tours. So, unless I'm completely, utterly missing something, apart from grassroots bands, the big boys, I don't see what the problem is. Unless I'm completely missing something.
I don't know, because they were kicking up. Yeah, I don't really get it as well, because why they're kicking up a fuss. Because say for Coldplay, when they do a world tour and they have to get visas to go to America, they've got to get visas to go to Tokyo and Australia and also all over the world. They got to get different documents and everything like this so they can travel freely to do their tour. And that becomes even more of a complication when you've got different people from, like Coldplay will be like, the members are from England, but their technicians, their sound and light guys might be from Germany or something, or and things like this. So
do you think when they go on tour, do you reckon, because I don't know, because I've never supported such a massive tour, so like Coldplay, so I'm guessing when they go to America, it would be Americans who would do all the sound and stuff, and then when they do Europe, like Germany, there'd be a crew there, and then, or do you reckon they have all the same crew that does all of Europe, and then all the same crew that does America? They don't swap it.
I think when it comes to sound and light, they have the same guys do the whole tour with them. I think when it comes to crew, when it comes to assembling like the stage and things like that, it probably is like there are people in America do that, and then
certain companies
in Europe to do that. But I think sound and light, all their techie guys, guitar tech, drum tech, they all do the world tour with them. So I don't know really what the problem is, but it is like you said, the grassroots musicians that go out and work in Spain and
DJs
things like this,
and all sorts.
DJs and holidays, and the days are gone now where you get the phone call saying, hey, do you want to come out to Spain for 2 weeks, do this gig? Yeah, cool. I'll see you tomorrow.
Mm.
But that's you know.
I mean, obviously, if it does stay, and that you don't, and we have to pay, then obviously, and if it is a 10-year one, like you said they do in America, then the sensible thing for you to do is simply just get one now, isn't it? Or when it starts again, and you get one, and then you could for 10 years, aren't you?
Yeah. I mean, just get one the minute you've got gigs coming in that are in the EU. Then you just get one.
How much are they to go to America?
That would be the case. Do you know what? I can't remember. I can't remember.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Interesting, wouldn't it?
But I mean, they're not expensive.
Well,
they're not crazy money.
80 quid, 100 quid, or more than that.
Do you know what? I can't remember how much I paid for mine. I mean, back in the day, I remember paying for a medical to go on cruise ships, and it was like 350 quid just for the medical.
How long does the medical last you for?
And that was a 3-year that lasted 3 years.
So it's £100 a year.
How much is?
Okay. Well, while you're searching for that,
I'm just, yeah.
We'll come back to it while you're having a quick look.
Yeah.
Glastonbury cancelled.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, you got it.
Here we go. Yeah, the cost of the C1D visa is £130. You can pay an extra £18 for a delivery upgrade, which will ensure the visa is returned to your house or business addressed in 5 working days. And I think I did that as well.
And that's for 10 years.
It was on such a tight. Yeah, the C1D visa will last for 10 years.
Well, that's very good then. Yeah, that's very good.
I mean, I've still got one. Mine's still valid. So
that's very good then. So it's not that expensive. So
yeah,
if the EU one is exactly the same, I don't know if it is, but if it is, I can't see what the problem is.
The C1D visa allows you to work in America up to 7 days. So it's ideal for cruise ship work because obviously you go to port to port and port to port. That's why you get one for cruise ship stuff. So if you were in America for a month, working as a musician, you'd have to get a different visa. What that visa is, I have no idea.
Oh, I see. So that one is basically if we toured in America for 6 days, we'd have to pay that money, and then after that we have to get out. And then if you wanted to do, if they say, "Oh, can you do another week?" then you'd have to pay another £100 to do another week. Is that how it works?
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Unless you left for a day, then came back. I have no.
Does that visa cover South America, like Brazil, Mexico, or is that a different visa again?
No, I went to Cozumel with it, so that was fine.
Okay, so it's basically it's £100 odd a week then. Well, it's still for the big boys is nothing, is it? So it's not gonna. Or I suppose if you add it all up, if you add all the crew up, if they're from England, obviously, and every single member, then yes, obviously it does add up. It depends how many people are in the visa, doesn't it? Then obviously that cost is then got to go into that's another cost. So, so you'd have to put that in.
Yeah, so. I think a C1D visa is definitely geared towards cruise ship work. So what visas you would have to get, I don't know, but we'd just see they'll have to bring something in place.
Yep.
Because it works both ways. We want bands here as well. We want to see gigs. We want musicians to come here. So
it'll get sorted in the end. So
yeah.